The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, I've said it, you scored, I know it's probably not hundreds of goals, but you scored a lot of Premier League goals. I remember going down as a kid and when I played with you, and all different types. And it's not a thing you see often. I don't think, I mean, over the years you probably look at it and 10, 11, 12 goals a season from a midfielder nowadays is, they're very rare to come across. I can think of Lampard, but you used to do it as well. For Leicester in the Premier League. For all the midfielders out there that are watching this, what was it? Is it just a natural ability to be in the right place at the right time, or?
It can be. I don't think I weren't instinctively in the right place at the right time. If you look at, like you said, if you look at the goals, I could score different types of goals. I was fortunate enough that I had decent enough technique that I could score a volley. I could head it.
Overhead kick.
I could do an overhead kick, but I'd had enough about me to be able to sort of adjust to situations to be able to score a certain type of goal. Being in the right place at the right time is a case of being fit enough to keep getting forward, basically. If you look at Frank Lampard, who I think was a world-class attacking goal-scoring midfielder, so that is the category I put in it. Same with Gerrard at his best. You watch how many shots they had. I probably didn't shoot enough. When I look back, I think to myself, every time Frank got it on the edge of the box, he'd have a go. I'm shooting. Now I don't think I was that instinctively or I was always trying to kind of feather the ball through to someone else and score maybe should have had more shots. So the answer is, I suppose, any kid out there is be in a position to be in the box when the ball's coming in, so you've got a chance of being in the right place at the right time. Work on different types of techniques, heading, volleying.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I scored quite a lot with my head, believe it or not. I actually, heading ain't about getting above, it's about timing, anticipating when the cross is going to come in, how it's going to come in. And then if it comes in and it comes in behind you or it comes in too short, is your technique good enough to be able to watch it onto your foot and side foot it in? Or can you adjust and do an overhead kick? Or can you dive and head of it? Can you chest it and volley it? So all these little drills that you learn throughout the week and throughout the years of practicing, chest and volley is obviously boring. There might come a stage when the ball comes to on your chest in the box. You need to know how to do it instinctively and shoot within a second.
Is there any specific drill that you think really helped you improve as a midfield player or scoring them goals?
Scoring goals,
scoring goals or anything to do with the midfield position?
I think as a midfield player, to be a top midfield player or a very good midfield player, you need to understand awareness. Now, I think it's one of the hardest things to teach, is understanding space around you, where there is space within the football pitch. And what I mean by that is, when the hustle and the bustle of the game is there, over there, are you cute enough to think to yourself, right, where can I get in a position now while that's going on, that if the ball pops out, I can receive it and I can play forward. And that comes with experience, that comes with awareness, and that comes with probably not knowing it and getting kicked a few times because you're not aware of what's going on. So any drill that I could think of how you would do something like that is, if you've got a mate or your dad, just learning how to receive the ball sideways on, understanding that you're always checking your shoulder to see who's around you. I think he was really, really good at that, was Frank Lampard. If you watch footage of Frank, he was one of the best at that, and that's probably why he could get so many shots off, because he was always looking, right, if I have a quick touch, and I've got enough space to hit this. And if you looked at going deeper as a midfield player, so you went into sort of Paul Scholes' area, that's why he always looked like he had a lot of time on the ball, because his space awareness was, right, if I receive it here, there's no one here.
Do you think that can be taught though?
Like you said, it's a hard thing to look. I think maybe with experience, I think it would be difficult to teach that in a session, because even some professional football players don't do that. It comes to them this way. They've got no idea who's behind them, so they go the way. They just perceived it. It's learning how to check over your shoulder constantly, like
keep doing it.
Just get into the habit, right, who's there, right, who's around me, right, and then looking. If I'm receiving the ball there from a left back, and I know my centre forward's up there, right, if it comes into me here now, I could be saying to him now, be ready, I'll get it. So it's that communication with him. Or if I know I'm tightly marked and the ball's coming into me, and I've already said to this centre forward knows I'm like a little one round the corner, that relationship that you have, these partnerships that you develop. I had a decent one with Paul Dickoff, to be fair. He was quite a clever football player. He liked everything done quick and sharp, and when I took free kicks, I just put it down and put it into a space because I knew he was ready to run into it. So there's these little tricks that you learn as well on the way. But awareness is a huge thing as a midfield player, because you start appreciating the space that's around you.
It's massively difficult, but first of all we're checking the shoulder, we're checking space, and then it's probably trying to think 1-2 steps ahead of what will happen.
I suppose so. Yeah, the way I could describe it is when a snooker player plays snooker and he's building a break, he knows 5 shots ahead of what where he needs to put the ball, the white ball, to be able to pop the next red, the next black, the next pink. And as a football player, now, to be able to do that as a football player, you need to know that your first touch is great and it's bang on, because the ball comes into you and it bounces off. It doesn't matter how much space you've got around you.
Pitch is already
changing and you get tackled. So all these little things that you've got to develop, technique-wise, is first touch, good pass on the ball and stuff like that. That needs to be in place.
So then that will help you when it comes to...
When you want to go to the next level, you've got that in place. Now do I appreciate the awareness around me? Because I know the first touch is spot on. I ain't got to think about that. And that's going to come, that's going to be dead. Now, have I got the ability now to go, like, first touch, can I play him in? Or can I play around the corner? Or do I know I have to go backwards to be able to go forwards? It's stuff like that you develop. So any kid out there, first touch is the most, I think first touch is the most important thing. It has to be, you should work on that every day, because without a good first touch, you're going to struggle with football.
And how would you work on that? Would it be out on your own, smashing it against the wall?
I used to do keepy-uppies, just constantly have the football until I could do thousands.
To get that feel.
To get the feel for the ball, using different parts of your foot, parts of your body, just keep it up. I used to hate it. My dad was a good coach, to be fair to him. Work on that, because if you've got control of the football, you can move to the next level.
You can build
from that. That's your foundation. You know what I mean? If you've got no first touch, especially as a midfield player, you're going to struggle.
Because that was going to be my sort of last question. Lots of young aspiring young footballers watching this. Any advice, tips, and anything that could help them improve? So that's definitely number one.
Yeah, every night I went from doing 10 keepy-uppies to be able to do thousands within months of training, just keeping it up every day. You can do that in your back garden. If you've got a thingy mum and dad that don't mind you breaking a few vases here and there, you can practice in the kitchen. You can practice in the bedroom. Anywhere where you've got a 10 by 5 by 5 space, keep it up.
Brilliant, mate.